wanted to talk with you girls about new construction and kind of dig down into the law of it.
This market is 100% economic driven. This is a supply and demand conversation, and it's one that we've been having for 2 years, right? Yeah. Dating all the way back to 2008 when we had our last housing crisis. We know that the contractors did not create enough supply to keep up with the growing demand. And now we're here. And back then, there were predictions that we were going to have a housing shortage. And it's here. Like you said, there are other parts of the country where, they've been able to keep pace a little bit better. But where we are, the market is just not keeping pace.
Now we've got a couple things going on. We've got low inventory, we've got high costs for builders, and we have prices at the highest they've ever been. And I don't see prices for new construction appreciating or depreciating anytime soon, because they can't depreciate. Builders are going to lose their shirts, they're going to lose their businesses, and they're not in a position where they can drop pricing, and appraisers can go in and they can go ahead and appraise the property to the cost that it takes, which is going to help keep prices up, especially for homes that are turnkey and good to rock and roll.
And I think the real key is that we've kind of are in a place of stabilization, right? We were having double-digit growth month over month over month, which we knew was not sustainable. Insane. Like you said, everybody was talking, that's not going to sustain. But what we haven't seen is a major decline either. We're seeing that stabilization. And I think in part it's driven by the interest rates, because the affordability for the buyers and the opportunity for them to up price the homes has changed. So, I think for all of those reasons, new construction is still a great opportunity.
I've gotten buyers that buyers agents like throw a $100,000 deduction off the price because the property's been sitting there. Well, it takes time to build a house. And, some builders put it on the market as soon as they drop the pad on the ground or before that. And buyers assume that, the seller, the builder's desperate to sell it because they haven't had any offers. It's because people don't have the vision to see it done. And most of the time, the property will sell once people start seeing it being built. And then you get the people that lowballed it. Oh, I wanted that property. Is it still on the market? It's already gone. There's no negotiating with the price in new construction at all, especially in this economy, because a lot of people don't see
it costs what it costs. I mean, it just is what it is.
I think Melissa, her part in the new construction too is like there's a lot of shady builders out there, and legal standpoint, you want to make sure that person is reputable with the contractors board, and an attorney can help you find that information. Because whenever I have somebody looking at new construction, the first thing I ask is who's the builder.
Absolutely.
And not
you want to know their credentials, you want references, you want to know what everybody is saying about them, because a bad builder can truly break a transaction. This is a place where Rhode Island is a blessing, because those reputations don't get far. So if you've burned a bridge as a builder, chances are someone's going to know. Now, like you said, they do have the opportunity to rebrand or rename themselves. So that's why sometimes it's not enough just to ask, well, who's the builder by name of company? Who's actually the person? Who's the member? Who's the owner? Who's the kind of man behind the curtain? They're going to be signing a contract. How can they sign a contract without knowing what it says? The purchase and sales agreement is kind of a nuance unto itself, because that's a standardized agreement that's been well-founded. These contracts from builders are not standardized contracts, and realtors are not in a position where they can really read through and explain to the client what it says. Moreover, they need an attorney to be reviewing it with them and understanding, even just looking at what the context of the allowances are. There are times where I'll look through a contract and I'll tell them, you have an allowance for $2,000 of lighting. That's probably not realistic based on where the costs are today. You have to expect there's going to be overruns. There's 2 rules to new construction. I tell everybody, it's going to cost more and it's going to take longer. That's just what happens.
I know, Melissa, you can advise on this, that contractors have to warranty the work for the first year of the property as well. And a lot of realtors don't even realize that.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a major component of the new construction law. And, I do tell clients, there's only certain things that the warranties are going to protect. To the extent that you have appliances or new roofs, those are going to be protected separately. But the liability that the builder is responsible for is if something were to happen against the workmanship of the property. So I use it kind of tongue in cheek. When it falls down in the first year, that's exactly what this warranty is to protect, because a lot of the other subsets of the house, if the dishwasher breaks or the refrigerator's not working, you're not going to be pursuing that under the standard warranty of the builder, most likely.